Hello everyone, we are Turnip Starfish, this is Lexi, I am Nick. Check out all of our Turnip Starfish drawing videos on YouTube. We're about to do some manga drawing. Lexi, what are we drawing today?
So today we are going to draw Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa. So we've done some Danganronpa characters in the past, so go back and have a look at those. But I wanted to go back to Junko because she is so cool.
Awesome, and remember, they need to like and subscribe. Cool. Let's do some drawing.
So today we're going to be drawing Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa. She's such a cool character and I love her bunches and stuff. The picture we're going to use today hasn't got her two Monokuma hair bobbles in, but yeah, she still looks awesome. So we're going to start off with our usual shape. So we're going to start off with a circle and then I'll zoom in so you can see all the details. So make sure when you're drawing your circle you've got a space above the circle to draw in her hair, a space below so we can draw in her shoulders and the top of her torso. So there's my circle and I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to split the head in half and draw in the eye line. And then our eye line comes about 2/3 the way down. And to start with, we're going to look at the eyes and I'm drawing in almost like oval shapes. And for the coloured part of the eye, the iris, we're just going to draw in an oval again. And I'm just going to thicken around the eye for her eyelashes. The Danganronpa characters tend not to have very big pupils, so it is literally like a little dot in the middle of her eye. And today we don't have to draw the other eye because it's winking. I think I'm just going to make this eye a little bigger. That's better, I'm happier with that. And on this eye, we're going to have just a line for the eyelid. See that I'm curving it around where the eyelashes are. I'm going to draw in the eyelashes, so remember to keep them curved. If you make them straight it'll just look weird. So if you do that it'll look like a very young person's drawing it. And you can't really see many eyelashes on this side. But you can see a few of the bottom ones. The nose for this character is like a little triangular shape. So we're coming almost to the bottom of our circle of guide. So I'm just going to do a little triangular shape and then I'm going to rub out the bottom. So in a lot of pictures Junko is just smiling with her mouth closed, and this one her mouth is open, so we kind of want like a D sort of shape. And it comes up slightly on one side. Okay, so we're going to add the chin on, so I'm just going to mark it. So roughly by here. It's roughly the same size as the mouth. So we're coming down the side of the face until you get to where the open mouth is. Same on this side. And then you have a nice curve. Right, so we're going to add in the eyebrows. So one eyebrow is further up, and because she's winking, the other one is further down. So we're really going to squish this one in. So at the moment she kind of half looks a bit scary and half doesn't. So we'll see where that goes. But she is a bit of a psycho. So I'm just going to draw her ears on. So in this illustration, her ears would just go roughly here. So they start at the eye line and come down to the nose line, which is what you would normally do if you're drawing an image. You can't really see her ears properly in this picture because they're overlapped by the hair. But I like to put them in anyway. It's good practice. It'll help you with your own character design as well. Right, I'm going to just zoom out for a moment because I need to do the volume of the hair. Remember, hair isn't stuck to your head. You've got a volume there. So make sure that you come off the skull, off the circle that you've drawn. So for her hair, we're adding in like curved triangles, making sure that they hit a point. And I'm using what I've drawn on the head as a guide to where the peaks of the hair finish. And we're going to do what they call bangs, which is like long pieces of hair down the side of the face. And again, that's like a curved triangle. And make sure you go lower than the chin because her bangs are quite long. Right, one thing I've forgotten to do that I like doing is drawing on the thickness, the volume of the hair. So I'm just doing that now. So I make it kind of like a helmet sort of shape. And that helps me judge where the pieces of hair would go and how thick it is. And once I've done that, and then I add the bunches on top. So I'm just breaking the hair pieces apart slightly, and this gives it a more natural look. Keeping those curves though to show the direction that the hair is flowing in. So now we're going to put some of the hair accessories on. I'm going to start with the bunny. So for the bunny, we're going to draw like an oval shape. And then we're going to do another oval shape for the ears. So we're doing ovals because that's the simplest shape I can see. And I'm just drawing in the rabbit's face. Next, we're going to draw in the bow. So the simple shapes for this are a square in the middle and then 2 big triangles. So her bow comes slightly off where her fringe has been drawn. And I know that this comes out by here, curves round. Now, my bow doesn't quite go over the ear like it does in the illustration, but I don't mind about that. It's called artistic interpretation. I'm going to do the creases because when you tie fabric, obviously there's creases that form. These don't actually overlap the center part of the bow. Sometimes they will. Okay, so I'm going to pause there for a moment with the hair, and I'm going to draw in the neck and the shoulders because that should help me with the length of the hair. So Junko's got quite a skinny neck. I think most of the Danganronpa characters do. So if I have a look, the neck starts just into the one eye and then again to the other. So I'm making the neck longer than I usually would. And I'm just going to draw a nice curved line for the shoulders. So not too curved, otherwise she'll look really masculine. So it's just a gentle curve. If you want to, you could do a straight line and then soften it afterwards. So I think she's like, her shoulder comes down further on this side. I come to about here, so in line with the centre of the bunny. And this one comes just past where the bow is. I think I'm just going to put the collar on for now and go from there. So I'm just going to draw in a different colour to help us have a look. And just curving the collar down the body, and the same on this side. And don't forget to add a little curve. This one's okay because it's connected, but this side she's not got the shirt connected, so if you add a little curve it gives it shows the fold of the fabric. And since we are here, I'm just going to really rough in where the rest of her body goes. So you kind of got like circle area here, which means I might just have to reduce the size of the collar, but that's okay. Kind of got her body tapering in. So this comes into about, well, just into the mouth of the bunny. Now that measurement is just roughly under the breasts, and we're just going to bring an extra bit there, so that's kind of like where the rest of the rib cage goes. And then she starts coming out to the side. Like so. Right, I'm going to rough in where her hand is, and for this I'm going to use just a box. And then all I do for the fingers while I'm doing it rough is I just put in lines, to be honest, just to get the feel of where they are. And then the other fingers are here, and her thumb is there. Now her arm comes straight down so you can see her waist, and her elbow roughly finishes in line with her waist. And we're just going to rough in the other arm. So I'm using oval type shapes for that. And again, her upper arm is kind of in line with the waist, and then we start with the lower arm. So that's cool. That's our rough Junko so far. I'm going to zoom in and correct my collar. Okay, so I'm happy with that, and I am going to actually work on the hand because the hair comes behind the in front of the hand. No, the hair comes behind the hand. So when I'm drawing in the hair, I don't want to be drawing loads of detail and then think, oh, I gotta rub it all out because the hand's in the way. So raising my rough lines. Now the middle finger is longer than the first finger, and because of the position of the hand, it overlaps it. Just about see the underneath of her nail. And then we're drawing in the other fingers. Remember guys, the wrist is quite thin compared to the hand. Starting on the hair. So I can see that the side bench one of the side benches starts by here in the middle, in line with the middle of the eye. So I presume the other side is the same because you can't see it because of the bow. And we're just going to have a nice soft curve, curving out and around. And this piece of hair comes down to about eye level again. The next part starts between the bunny ears. And this part is quite long. It comes down to roughly halfway down the upper arm. And I'm going to go back to that long piece now because it kind of comes out of the wave that we've just drawn. I think that's a majority of her hair done on that side. We just got a few little details that we could put in later. So I'm going to start on this side, and again I'm just going to draw in as if I could see it. This top bit is in line with the top of the eye, so it kind of comes out. Don't worry if you don't actually hit your guide, it is just a guide. And again we've got a really long bit coming up, so where does that lead us to? To just above the elbow. Watch out for the hand, don't crash. So we're moving on to her actual outfit now. Okay, so we're going to start with the collarbones because we've kind of drawn in the collar of her uniform. And here you can see the top of her chest, even though that's not really anatomically correct of where it should be. But there we go, we're just drawing this character. So this part of her chest overlaps. I'm just going to draw in where the breast should go, kind of thing. So I've got a rough shape for when I'm drawing in the uniform. So just rubbing out that. And you can see like the top of her bra coming through. going to look at this arm. And I'm just going to raise this side. So her top pretty much comes in like so, and then you've got this piece of fabric which comes down and across. We're going to her arm now. I just did that because the seam of her top kind of comes out of her breast area. So we kind of curve it like so. And then her jacket, neck sleeve, lowers down. And then some of these lines again come out of the armpit kind of area. Now because of this, I've done the arm a bit too far away from the body. Which again is fine. I'm just going to erase this a little bit and bring it closer. Okay, and now we've got like some folds of fabric which come out of the arm, so they're not tight to her arm. She's got room to move. And then just above the elbow, you've got her shirt cuff. So I'm going to leave that like that. I'm coming back across. Her hips are a bit wider because her arm falls behind it. So just going to do some fabric folds and get her to start coming out the sides. So again, her hips aren't pointing out, it's just the style of the dress. And I think it comes over to the opposite side as well. Right, putting this cuff in. Oh, I'm going to change the shape of the elbow slightly. Quite happy with the shape of the arm, so I'm not going to really change that. Okay, I'm really happy with that. Just going to draw on this button. Nice circle. Okay, and then the last part is her tie. So again, I'm going to just draw it in a different colour. And we're going to start in between the breasts, and we're just going to curve. We're drawing a curved triangle again, basically. So that is Junko from Danganronpa. I'm just going to put some hair detail on. And there you have it, Junko from Danganronpa.